This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's such a delight to be here helping you with learning to play the guitar. This is lesson 13 in this series that's all about strumming patterns and strumming principles. In this lesson, we're going to look at 9/8 time. This lesson will build on what we've done in the last 3 lessons with 12/8 time and 6/8 time. Same kind of principles apply here. Let's just go ahead and get started. As a review, 9/8 time, like 6/8 time, like 12/8 time, is a compound meter as compared to simple meters. So what does that mean? Well, in compound meter, the dotted quarter note is the beat, and it is subdivided by 3/8 notes. Whereas in simple meter, the quarter note is the beat, and it's subdivided by 2/8 notes. So 6/8 time has 2 beats per measure, 2 dotted quarter notes, which are subdivided then by 3/8 notes each, making 6/8 notes in that measure. 2/4, on the other hand, would have 2 quarter notes subdivided by 2/8 notes each, 4/8 notes in that measure. So when we get to 9/8 then, there are 3 dotted quarter notes per measure, each subdivided by 3/8 notes, 9/8 notes in that measure. There is not a number to represent a dotted quarter note, so in the time signature, we're doing 9/8 notes. We're going at the subdivision level to define our time signature there, versus if this was 3/4 time, which would have 3 quarter notes subdivided by 2/8 notes, there is a number that represents that quarter note, so we can write 3/4 in the time signature, and that makes sense to us. So with compound meter, we get them at the subdivision level because we got 3/8 notes subdividing each one of the beats, and that gives us our defining feel. So in the case of 9/8 time, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Compared to 3/4 time, where we'd have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So the feel is slightly different, and we know the rhythmic feel and the meter helps define the groove that we're playing, and that's what all this is about. So let's look at a couple strumming patterns. Now, we've done, in the last lesson, we did 12/8 time, and I gave some examples of strumming that we can do in 12/8 time. Before that, we had 2 lessons of 6/8 time, and we also talked through 6/4 time. So any of the things that we do in 6/8 time, we can just double the length of and do in 12/8 time. We learned about that in the last lesson. When we're doing strumming patterns for 9/8 time, we can either just drop one of the beats off of a 12/8 time strumming pattern, or we can add a beat to a 6/8 time strumming pattern. Those are a couple ways to create some. We can also just mix up the elements that we've used. Now, I've got a couple examples up here on the board that I think work really great. I'm not going to go through all the steps because we've got those lessons on 6/8 time and 12/8 time where you could adapt those ones there, those strumming patterns there, to fit 9/8 time. Again, just by adding an extra beat to a pattern for 6/8 time, or by dropping a beat off one for 12/8 time. But we can also use the same types of elements to create something unique, and that's what I've done here with these. I wanted to give us a couple strumming patterns we haven't done before, make it just a little bit trickier as these lessons are sort of progressive through this mini-series. So we've done everything that is contained in each one of these strumming patterns in the previous lessons. We just haven't put them together in this combination. So for example, this first beat here, we got down, up, down. We've done that. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Now you could have that happen 3 times in the measure, and you'd have 9/8. Down, up, down, down, up, down. Another movement we've used before with 6/8 time was down, down, up, down. 1, 2, up, 3. So we can use that again here. I've got it there on the second beat. That could actually be used 1, 2 up, 3, 2, 2 up, 3, 3, 2 up, 3 to fill out an entire measure. And then the third beat of this first strumming pattern is just down, down, down. And we've done that before. So down, 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 down. That first one, the first figure of each of those beats gets a little bit of an accent that helps us feel the 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3 instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and. So helps it be 9, 8 times. So if we put this together, a little bit tricky maybe because we've got 3 different rhythmic figures, 3 different strumming things happening for each of those beats, but it sounds pretty great. If we put the whole thing together, then we've got down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. So down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Let's go ahead and plug that into a chord progression. I've got one up here on the board for us to work on this with. Just C, A minor, F, and G. Little 1, 6, 4, 5 action in the key of C. So if we did each one of these one time, if we made each one of these chords worth 1 measure, we do this pattern 1 time per chord, we would have a 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, go 2, 3. Like that, super fun. We can do it slower. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, go 2, 3. Also take it faster, like 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, go 2, 3. Just like that. So super fun, super fun. Just mixing up some of those elements. I've got a second one up here on the board that uses some other rhythmic movements that we've done before. So this one, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So if we look at each one of these beats, you'd have the down, down, up, down, down, up. So we've done that one before, so you're going to have that on beat 1. Then on beat 2, we again have 3 eighth notes back to back, but this time we're going to do the strumming direction down, up, down. If you've been following through this mini course, you know that the strumming direction is one of the ways that we can affect the feel of a strumming pattern. So changing up that strumming direction does change things a little bit. So we're going to have down, up, down. And then for the third beat, which I should say that's just as easy as down, up, down, down, up, down. Then for that third beat, we've got down, down, up, down, up. So we've done this one with 6/8 before. Down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. So if we put it together, we'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. If we plug that in with the chord progression here, 1 time per chord, so 1 measure per chord, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, go 2, 3. Do it slower. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, go 2, 3. bit faster. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, go 2, 3. So, and just a reminder that as you're trying to do these and capture the feel of 9/8, even 6/8, 12/8, you want to accent just a little bit, so strum just a little bit harder every time we get to where the beat starts. So, those are a couple of super fun ones. As I've done in other lessons, I talk about sometimes how ways we can manipulate these, so we know that when we have a strumming pattern, that the meter influences the groove or the feel of that pattern. The rhythm influences the groove or the feel of that pattern. We also know that the strumming direction influences the groove or feel of that pattern. But then how we treat each one of those strum figures changes things up as well. So with this in open position, as we often do when we have those open chords, I'm just letting them ring while I'm doing the strumming pattern and not doing anything to cut them off or choke them or to change it. But if we come up and do this with power chords or bar chords, we can control in our left hand how long each one of the figures rings, and just by the element of not using open strings, they just ring a little less. So for example, if we did that last one with bar chords, sounds a little different, partially because we're using different voicings, but it also sounds different because of how the strings ring. And when doing bar chords, I often will release a little bit here and there, which cuts off the ring. So there's places where I can sort of change it just a little bit, just by lifting up, like I did on this syncopated eighth note there. So I just did a little bit of lift there, and that changes that feeling. Just in that one spot, doing that changes it. So we can change these up a little bit in trying to create slightly different variations on the groove that we have going. If I did it with power chords, I could do a little bit of palm muting, and with those power chords it changes it up again. Sort of thing. So I'll just leave it at that. You can experiment with that as much as you want. I go over that from time to time throughout these lessons, so there should be lots of different ideas on ways to do that with different songs that you're writing, different songs that you're playing, different songs that you want to arrange in your own way, or songs that have similar strumming patterns. So lots of great help here. Hope you're having fun with the guitar. That wraps it up for this lesson. In the next lesson, actually the next couple lessons, we're going to start looking at 5/8 time, which is an odd meter. So 5/8 time and 5/4 time. It's going to be great. Keep having fun. Take care, and we'll see you again.
If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.